That down. Let's move on to this. Tom Hiddleston, of course, the guy who plays Loki, has been so iconic in the MCU. A while ago said when asked, are you going to be in the new Avengers movies? He said, I don't know. Well, he didn't technically lie, I guess. And then when we found out during Chair Watch that Tom Hiddleston's name is there, he's going to be in there. But now, it sounds like he might even be implying even Doomsday isn't going to be it for him. Variety just ran an article saying Tom Hiddleston on Loki's return to Avengers Doomsday says his time in the MCU is not over yet. It goes on to write this. Tom Hiddleston is teasing what's next for Loki in the upcoming MCU epic Avengers Doomsday. While speaking with Comic Book, Hiddleston shared his excitement to reunite with the Russo brothers for their latest installment of the Marvel franchise. I'm very, very excited, Hiddleston said. It's really remarkable that I can talk about it because mostly I'm in a position of knowing and not being able to say anything. It's been an extraordinary chapter of my life playing Loki, and it's not over yet. Okay. There are two possibilities here, and I think both are equally valid points of view. The one possibility, the one way to interpret what he's saying is when he says it's not over yet, saying, hey, I'm excited because it's not over yet because I'm doing Doomsday, right? I could totally understand seeing it that way. 100%, 100%. But I don't know. The way I read it, when he says it's been like an incredible chapter when I was playing Loki and it's not over yet. I believe that Tom Hiddleston just kind of let it slip that there are plans for Loki beyond the next Avengers movie. And now, again, could be totally wrong about that. He might simply be referring to Doomsday. And if he is, totally get it. And if that's what you believe, I wouldn't try to correct you. I think there's good reason to believe that. But for me, I mean, really Loki in many ways, like we talk about the OG Avengers, you know, we're talking about Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, but really Loki is one of those too. I mean, Loki was there in one of the very first MCU movies in Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh, I believe the second most underrated comic book film of all time. And then, of course, he was the lead villain in the first Avengers movie. I still believe the most important comic book movie of all time, because that's really what set up what the MCU was to become. And he's really such a vital part. And Rob, I'm just saying, I read it, and I'm just saying for me, and I could totally be wrong. And I won't be surprised if I am, but to me, it sounds like he's saying there's plans for Loki above and beyond Doomsday. Anyway, you read his words. What do you think about his statement?
Well, I'm working my way through I have the Secret Wars and the Secret Wars Battle World omnibuses. And there's a character, let's just say that I can see them using God Loki in that to fulfill a part of that story that another character in the comics fulfilled. But he's got to be in both of those movies if he's, you know,
depending on how they're handling it.
Yeah, depending on what they're doing. I would imagine, I mean, he's a huge part in terms of where they've left him in the MCU from his own series to go into these movies. And I have to say, you know, when I think about the Avengers movies and Loki was, I mean, look, he led the Chitauri attack against New York in the first one. I mean, to me, he and Thor are like cornerstones of the MCU. As much
100%
as I
agree.
As much as I hated Love and Thunder, man. By the way, I watched that again and I hated it even more. and I love Ragnarok, but Loki's a big part of the MCU, and Tom Hiddleston's so great in that role. I mean, I can't imagine not having him in an Avengers movie. I mean, he's just so great. Mewling Quim, Puny God. I mean, all that stuff. It's so good.
You know, when we were talking about this before, but when you look at some pillars of narrative in the stories of Secret Wars, right? At the kind of the heart of it is Molecule Man.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about.
And it would just, with the way Loki season 2 ended, with him holding all the threads of multiverse and reality, that becomes a very easy replacement. That it's somehow, some way, Doom gets his hands on Loki, puts him into the White Room, and that becomes
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I can guarantee you they're going to do that.
And then at some point, Spider-Man's got to come in with the hamburger in his pocket, and then it'll just be absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I mean, look. While we always have ripped on the fact who are the Avengers, which we still don't know. I am very excited for Doomsday and Secret Wars. Only because the 4 Avengers movies, I've loved them all. And I want to look forward to these. I believe that these movies are going to be just as good as the other 4 Avengers movies. I hope.
I do too. I mean, look, notwithstanding, a lot of times the discussion comes up about the Russo brothers' track record since Endgame. I'll be the first one to say it. I'm the biggest fan of these guys, and I'll be the first one to say it. Hasn't been impressive. Not impressive. But again, every single time, and it's not like they've only done it once or twice. They did it 4 times. Every single time, the Russo brothers have partnered with Kevin Feige. The results have all been not good, not great. They've been world class. Every single time. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Every time. And so I have no reason to believe that magic is still going to be there.
I'm like Morgan Freeman at the end of Shawshank. I hope.
We're going to find our own little San Juanejo, everybody. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Tom Hiddleston is saying, I'm not just back, but my time isn't over yet. Do you interpret that as him just talking about the new Avengers films, or do you interpret it the way I am, that he's actually referring to something going beyond the Avengers films? Could be right, could be wrong. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.